Alright, my bad, sorry, jeez. It's just like... Are you good? You figuring it out, Ashton? Oh my god. I feel bad for these people. All their eyes are like pentagons. It's very upsetting. Is Grundy insulting you?
Yeah.
Gruntilda, I mean?
Yes. Well, Grunty, Gruntilda, same difference. Also,
I said
that's
Grundy.
the room where Clanker's Cavern
like
is.
Solomon
I don't know
Grundy.
why I walked out of it. Oh, no, wait, I'm still looking for the painting. That's what I'm looking for.
Oh my god. This is incredible. It's kind of weird with the music sped up. I kind of love it. Welcome back, everybody.
Yeah.
Forgot to mention that. How's it going?
Yeah, this is actually a new recording session for us. This is actually,
yes, completely.
We're recording the day after the first episode went up, so...
Yeah, so that's actually kind of odd. Both of us are like in college now.
Yeah.
So that's interesting. Do you want to talk about that at all? Like, and give our opinions on it?
It's not bad. It's not bad.
It's not good either, at the moment at least. It's kind of just whatever right now.
It could be worse.
Definitely. Like, it's just right now it's weird because, like, none of us are used to it and it's like new events and new people and stuff. It's just like, whatever. Food, Sean. I love food. There's like pizza places nearby.
Oh yeah.
I mean,
the dining hall at my place, it's fantastic. For those that don't know in our fans of Academia, I am also going to Plebo with him. So, yeah. Also, I found the painting, as you can see.
Yeah, good job with that, Sean. It only took you, like, how long was that unsped up?
At least 5 minutes of me walking around.
Oh my god. Good progress. We're making progress at least. You know what? We're going in the right direction now. Indentured servitude and all that. Love mentioning that. Oh my goodness. I'm sorry, like, oh my god. That poor bird. That poor bird.
Smashing her head into the metal.
She's not okay, Sean. So this is... What were you saying about this world?
This is my one of my least favorite. My other least favorite... Well, actually, you're gonna see two of my least favorite worlds right in a row. And then there's one that doesn't come up until the very end.
Okay.
This is the first one that I really don't like. It's called Clanker's Cavern. And you'll see why I don't like it, once we get in there.
Oh god, is this more of the foreshadowing? Missing jumps?
No, that comes in at a later date.
Is that a living mine? Wait, no, I'm sorry, hold on. Was that a living mine?
Yes, that was a living mine. They appeared in Treasure Trove Cove as well.
What kind of life is that?
A happy one,
I guess. Oh my god, I think... A happy one. Sean, you live as a mine just sitting around in like a mucky pond and then you explode if somebody touches you.
Yeah. I consider that happy. You're doing what you love.
This universe has horrifying implications. Speaking of horrifying implications of other universes, have you recently ever watched the movie Sky High?
Yes, I have.
I feel like I've seen that movie way too many times, and me and a couple college people I recently met got together and watched it, and holy shit, just there's like 18 throwaway lines that create like the most horrifying ramifications. Like at one point, do you remember that thing where they're in like gym class or whatever, and there's like, they're in gym class and it's like Save the Citizen or whatever, and there's like a lady robot being like dropped down into a pit of chainsaws and shit.
Yeah,
and then like there's the two teachers at the top, and they're just like, yeah, the gym teacher and the mad scientist are like, remember when we used to use real citizens? Like, that's horrifying. That implies that this school of superheroes kidnapped ordinary citizens and tied them up over a death trap and made their college...
What are you doing?
It's so fucked up. And then there's other stuff like that. In the beginning of the movie, there are those two kids who like ogle that one girl, and then she freezes them, and then like at the end of the movie, they walk by and they're still frozen,
Well,
which implies that like their parents
that just makes me
sent
think
these
of
two
that
kids
scene
off to
from Rick and
school.
Morty, in like the first
Yeah, no.
episode.
Except instead of dying and having closure, the kids just stayed on campus, and I guess their superhero parents just didn't give a shit.
I mean, when you're a
'Cause, like-
superhero parent, you tend not to, I would assume.
I guess so. And then there's also like, how does any of like the secret identity stuff work? Because like, imagine you're the United States government, and there's a couple hundred high schoolers that apparently go off to school every morning, but have no records anywhere in the state of going to school. Like, I feel like that raised some questions, you know?
Huh.
I have so many thoughts on this movie. It's actually ridiculous.
You have to remember, it is just a stupid little Disney movie.
I'm aware, Sean, but like, multiverse, baby, this exists somewhere if that's a valid hypothesis, and I just love thinking about how fucked up that is. Tom Kenny's in that movie.
Who's Tom
He
Kenny
is,
in
like-
that movie?
Tom Kenny was a random citizen. He was only there for one joke. Him and his wife are like buying a house, and then the school almost drops on them. And then like he faints.
Okay.
Like that was Tom Kenny.
Okay.
His name is Chester, I think.
Oh man.
It's really strange. Anyway, sorry, I'm off track. I'm so like bitter about this
No, it's
movie.
fine.
It's like bugging
This is
me.
where we're getting into the bulk of Clanker's Cavern right now.
So like, why do you not like this? I am Clanker, which
yeah,
is
that's
garbage
Clanker.
grinder.
He's
Clanker
part of the
not
reason why
like
I
her.
don't like it.
Wow.
Yes.
Okay, you just
You see this entire room that we're about to enter?
yes.
That's the entire world.
Seriously, it's
Yep.
just a room.
It's just this room. All 10 Jiggies are in here.
Oh. I think so. Is this a shark or a whale? Because it has a blowhole, but its fin is shaped like a shark's fin.
Well, I mean, you can see that it's also made of metal, but it's a cyborg. That's about as all as I can really say what Clanker is.
Just a cyborg shark
Yes,
whale.
because we go inside Clanker, and you see the
Oh.
fleshy parts.
Ooh, that's a little dark.
Yeah. Also,
Alright,
this is the main reason why I hate this world so much. Because I was
You
never
missed,
good
like,
at
3 of
underwater
them.
segments. And you need to stay underwater to free Clanker by turning the key 3 times. And the only way that you can get air is from this one fish that spurts out bubbles every so often. And not only that, but there's also a Jinjo down here.
Where?
I think we're gonna pass him. There he is. You saw the little green guy, right?
Okay, yeah, he is not imprisoned. I'm still calling bull on that from last time. Like, there's no way. There's no way. He's just sitting there. I mean, is water a prison?
Well, I mean, you have to remember how deep down we actually are right now.
Clue. Well, apparently Jinjos don't need oxygen.
No, they don't.
Hey, you turned it a little.
Yep, you
Okay,
need to
this
go
is-
through that key 3 times.
Well, that sucks. This is, like, interesting, but weird. It's kind of... Isn't it weird to think that this is, like, the level of technology we're at, like, around our birth?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, right now we live in a world where, like, it's super realistic, like, almost, like, nicer than real-life graphics, and here we are, this is where we were at when we first came into the world, is, like, polygon eyes.
Yeah.
Oh, I love it. Doesn't matter which way you go in,
Green.
never mind. That's also not how keys work. That is not how a key works. I feel like the fish could have just accidentally swum through that down there, and then Clanker would have been free.
Yeah, I mean, he could have, but Glorp is not a fan of Clanker. I mean, I have no clue. I'm just assuming the lore here.
Does Banjo Kazooie have deep lore?
Well, I mean, what I said in the last recording session is any indication, yes.
Oh god. See, like, I kind of like that sometimes. Like, okay, did you ever actually get into FNAF at all when you were younger?
A little bit, yeah.
I purely got into it because I was intrigued with, like, the mystery aspect.
Yeah, it was
Just,
a good mystery, a good thing to solve, but
but,
like,
like, then it started to devolve, and I felt like it just turned into that thing where it's like, he's clearly making this up as he goes along.
yeah, it's the same problem that like the X-Files had or Lost had.
I know that about Lost. I never really got too into X-Files, which is odd.
It's good. I like X-Files a
Yeah.
lot, but ooh, it's a lot of confusing nonsense that leads to nowhere.
Seriously? Like what?
Okay, so you know how there was the revival of X-Files for one last season this year,
Yeah.
right?
It was really uncomfortable, yeah.
Yeah. Um, okay, so in the context of the show, there was supposed to be an alien invasion in 2012.
Okay, yeah.
Never happened. No
Okay.
explanation. Because this new season takes place in 2017. Not a single mention of the alien invasion.
Huh.
And I mean,
Wait,
that was like what all the alien episodes were building up to in X-Files.
Literally the invasion of 2012, and
Yeah.
then it's just... Huh.
And
That kind of sucks. That would have been really cool if it was, like, post-apocalyptic X-Files or something, you know what I mean? Where it's, like,
Yeah.
not even post-apocalyptic, just, like, sort of like the new Independence Day, but done good, you know what I mean? Where it's, like,
The
a
new
world
Independence Day,
after...
but good.
And then, like, Mulder could be head of the agency or whatever, and it's like, fucking told you, pieces of shit.
Well, and I'm trying to remember what the... Because it's been a while since I've actually gone through
Yeah.
the whole thing of the show. Mulder was dead for a bit.
I'm
Like,
sorry.
target.
He was dead for a bit,
Yeah,
and he came back.
yeah.
Is Scully still a skeptic after that?
No. I mean, yes, but no.
She's sort of still skeptical of things, but not of, like, the supernatural stuff.
Yeah, I mean, when she's been on the job for that long, she's got to admit that, like, yeah, there's something weird going on.
Yeah, oh god, because I remember I did watch a lot of season 1, I think.
Yeah.
That's the season I really watched a lot of because it was on Netflix and me and my family tried to get into it, and it was like, I don't know, there was a lot of annoying stuff where Scully was like, fuck off, Mulder, there's no such thing, and then he'd be close to finding the thing, but then he fails at finding the thing.
Yeah, that's...
You know what I mean? And that
kind of show.
Yeah. Oh,
Boss
boy.
Fight 3 just done.
Was that a boss?
That was a boss.
Mutants. Oh my god.
Killed
Is
5
this the new
crabs.
X-Men movie? Is this the new X-Men movie, Dark Phoenix?
X-Men Dark Phoenix.
Dark Phoenix is a
Sorry,
crab all
potentially
along.
Taylor Swift is Dazzler.
Wait, did that go through? Is that happening?
I don't know. I mean, it makes kind of sense why they would do that, but
I can see their train of thought, but at the same time, don't do it.
yeah,
I don't trust Taylor Swift to be a good actor. Have I mentioned like my distaste for the X-Men franchise?
it's not good.
No, it's not. There is some good mixed in, but like I think it really the fact that it's not connected to the rest of the Marvel universe holds it down so much.
Yeah.
Like just X-Men is fun, don't get me wrong, but I feel like all the properties always suffer when it's not connected because it feels like lesser, you know what I mean?
Because I mean,
Like that this
if X-Men were part of the main MCU, we wouldn't have to go through all this bullshit with Inhumans, which is going on right now.
Yep, and then that also wouldn't have extended to the comics where they low-key tried to kill the X-Men for a while and tried to replace them with the Inhumans, which is kind of fucked up considering the X-Men were literally like symbols of the race relations in America, so sort of killing that off is a bit dark.
Yeah.
It's just like... Yeah, no, it's kind of... comics are a mess right now. Comics are a real sorry state right now.
Yeah.
I mean, he's doing pretty good, but like...
They
don't always go...
completely fine.
It's
Great.
funny how like it's sort of inverted at the moment.
Yeah.
Like Marvel comics are terrible, but their movies are generally fantastic. And DC Comics are generally fantastic, but their movies are mostly not that.
Yeah.
Oh god, he doesn't do an animation underwater, thank god. Do you know how terrible that would be? See, stuff like that separate a good game from a bad game. It's stuff like that that separates like a good game from a bad game. Like a bad game would have the animation play out and have you start to suffocate, and they would like have no regard for your sanity.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, what were we saying? Right, Dark Phoenix. We already did Dark Phoenix, didn't we?
Yeah, but I mean, now we actually have a chance to have potentially be good.
Yeah, but again,
Although they ruined Apocalypse. So
yeah, look, I don't trust him.
yeah, I
I don't
don't
trust
them
him
either.
to pull it
I mean,
off.
like they can do good adaptations of storylines occasionally. Like Logan was a fantastic Old Man Logan adaptation.
Yeah, but again, how fantastic would that have been if there was like, oh, some of the imagery from the comics? Like, you didn't even need to have any of the previous characters from the MCU in it, besides like maybe Hawkeye.
Oh
But
yeah.
how good would that have been if there was like a helicarrier and like Stark Tower and like Spider-Man's costume being used by like mercenaries just as just wearing them to like drive home the point that they're dead. Like,
Yeah.
so much of the Old Man Logan stuff could have been fantastic if it was part of the MCU. Now, don't get me wrong, that's still a great example of how those movies could be fantastic. But again, like, I feel like no matter what, they're going to be held down slightly.
Mm-hmm. Hey, you like
We
that
are not
hammerhead
talking
going
about
in that tunnel?
why was there a random pipe just lying on the floor? I feel like that could easily be explained. That was piping problems in this cavern, so I have no complaints.
I mean, it could be Clanker's pipes.
I'm sorry?
I
What
mean,
do you mean Clanker's pipes?
they could be his pipes. You just dropped them on the floor because he doesn't have arms.
Where would he have had them originally, Sean?
He could have been holding them.
How? You just said he doesn't have hands.
In his teeth.
In his teeth.
Yeah, his teeth.
Sean, this is a gigantic cyborg whale shark creature. I highly doubt that it could safely hold anything in its mouth. Like, those are metal shark teeth, Sean. Oh my goodness. I am so tired right now. Like, I'm trying to be optimistic. Like, whew, get in the game, Sean. Get in the game. Look at all those bouncing stones.
Also, I just want to mention about these eels in the grates. Those used
Yeah.
to terrify me as a kid.
Did they?
Absolutely terrify me.
Really?
Yes, because I mean they pop out of nowhere practically.
Yeah.
So if you're like a 7-year-old and you saw that weird eel thing that's popping out of nowhere, you'd be like, "Oh, this is not good."
Okay, I get ya. I get how you could be freaked out by that as a kid. Like, not much really spooked me though as a kid in video games, at least. You know what I mean? There was I'm trying to think, actually. I don't think there was anything.
Not even the PS.
No, there must have been something. Hold on. Give me like an hour. You keep talking about stuff. Give me more Banjo Kazooie facts.
Okay, so we're gonna give him a dentist appointment.
Oh, okay.
We're gonna give Clanker a dentist appointment. We're gonna knock out his teeth.
Okay.
Because
With eggs? Oh, okay.
Unfortunately, these teeth give a Jiggy and a Mumbo skull.
Do they actually?
Yes, they do.
I have multiple questions.
If I can actually knock out the tooth, that would be great. Past me, please.
Yeah, do you remember?
There we go.
Do you ever yell at your past self?
Sometimes.
I feel like my past self needs a good slapping in a couple different time periods. Specifically middle school. Like, no, actually middle school me needs a hug.
Well, hey,
High school me needs a bit of a
slap. To start recording back then.
Oh god, yeah, but that wasn't until the very end. Like, early high school Peter was just a mess.
Yeah.
That was not fun, Sean. That was not a fun experience. Oh my god. Oh my god. Poor Clinkers, he's covered in jam.
Yes.
Somebody spilled
Jam,
strawberry
Peter.
jam. It's definitely jam and not blood.
Clearly
This
jam.
it's an E-rated game. How could you say that? Also, this looks incredibly painful to have just a random ass screw in your blowhole. But to be
You
fair,
shoot
I
it
don't
every
have
so
a
often. So you can breathe.
Stop trying to justify. Stop trying to justify the pain of this cyborg shark.
I mean, like, Grunty literally only made him so that he could be her trash compactor.
Yeah, that's like a sucky existence. Was he something before he was a cyborg? Is that part of the deep lore?
That I don't know. I'm gonna say yes.
You're gonna say yes? So this is a terrible existence.
Yeah.
This is literally just sitting in a tub. This is basically SeaWorld. We're just gonna skip over that. Nobody mentioned that.
I did not know
Nobody won.
that the orcas in SeaWorld used to be trash compactors.
They were. Ever heard of Shamu?
Shamu
It was
trash
really
compactor.
sham track compactor. Fuck. Alright, trash compactor.
Shamu, more like Shamu.
Okay, I call bullshit on that one. What was that?
It just walked up the tail. You know, like any normal
Like-
person would.
Of course. You mean Sean? Sean, please. It was a single jump, Sean. Oh my goodness. Hey, it's a Mumbo. Can you do this world out of order?
What?
Can you do these worlds out of order, I mean?
Yes, I mean, you can leave worlds at any time in order to go to another one.
So you could technically leave worlds completely uncompleted if you have the right amount of jiggies.
I don't. Yeah, if you have the right amount of jiggies, but I don't think you can actually access the final boss until you have all the jiggies and all the boots.
Okay.
So you run the risk.
Kill the beehive, do it, Passion.
I don't need health though.
Is that what it's there for?
Yeah, that's what the beehives are there for. They give you honey.
Oh, okay. I love the water effect in this game. And by love, I mean it's alright.
The best
There
way
was
to
no-
describe the water. It's alright.
You know, does it kind of bug you that he has a bare chest? Oh my god, wait.
I mean, Peter, he's a bear. Of course he's gonna have a bear chest.
No, that's not what I meant. That's not what I meant. You know what I meant. He has no hair and he's a bear. This is not a man, this is a bear. Bears don't have bare chests. They have bare chests.
So,
And I don't mean chests filled with loot, I mean chests as in nipples. Does this man have nipples?